Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to do a review on the Retro 51 Tornado Vintage MetalSmith Thunderbolt P-47 Fountain Pen. And this is what this beauty looks like. Now Retro 51, for those who don't know, is a fairly small company based in the United States. However, their pens are all made in Taiwan. They're known for being really funky, old retro style designs. And I think every one of their pens has a soul, has a character, which makes them very different to everyone else. They have a couple of ranges, but this particular range, the Vintage MetalSmith range, there are quite a few different pens and different styles and different designs in this range. But what's interesting about the Vintage MetalSmith range is that they use antiqued finishes, almost to give you a vintage style that gives it an aged appearance. Or else they also use old historical themes for their designs. In this case, they've used both. So now in this range, they have two other pens. Even though we're only going to be reviewing the Thunderbolt P-47, they also have the P-51, which is this little beauty over here. And they have the Corsair in a beautiful blue. They also have, quite interestingly, rollerball pens in the same theme, and I'll touch on that just now. However, we're just going to do the fountain pen in this particular review. So to give you a bit of background, this pen is based on the World War II US fighter plane, of which there were 15,000 made. That's 15,000 aeroplanes, not pens. This particular pen was known for its heavy artillery that successfully served in offensive air-to-air combat. Its rugged construction allowed it to withstand battle damage and still to remain airworthy. I'm going to change cameras here, so just bear with me for a second so that we can have a top-down view and you can see this pen in detail. So bear with me a second, I'll be right back. Welcome back. This pen emulates the P-47 with its acid-edged rivets and paneling on the barrel, and is painted with a striking red, yellow and green color scheme. It's emblazoned with the nose art of the 352nd Fighter Group's P-47 plane, nicknamed Dallas Blonde. And I'll try and get that close up for you. Not sure if that's in focus. It's also completed with the antique silver trim, and you'll notice the silver trim edges. And it's matching checkered finial that's repeated in a few places. This pen uses the Yowo number 6 stainless steel fountain pen nib. Really good German quality nib. It comes standard with the cartridge that's in the tube, ordinary international standard size cartridges, but it also comes with a converter. So I'll show you how it's packaged in a moment. I did touch on that originally, but what's really interesting is the very impressive pop that you hear once you open it. That's just amazing. So you'll see the pen sits in a foamed holder. This tube will also serve as a very nice pen holder on your desk. Included in this tube, and it jumped out, you've got to be careful of that because every time you open it, it pops out, is the converter that I spoke about. And there's also a booklet explaining the story about Retro 51 and some instructions on how to refill. Just in case the close-up of the nib didn't come out properly, I think it was a bit blurred, I've just added to this video and just tried to take a close-up shot of the nib. Pretty simple, pretty clean. It just says 51, but it is the Yowo number 6 nib. Adding to the novelty of these pens is the way they are presented. They each come in a cardboard tube. This is the P-47 Thunderbolt. Very nice, interesting graphic designs matching the barrel of the pen. This is the P-51 Mustang. Stunning designs. Really hankers back to the good old days. And then lastly, the Corsair. Just makes you want to buy all three, doesn't it? I sure hope so. What a lot of people do is they buy each one and they have different nib sizes on each pen. What's interesting about Retro 51, sometimes they refer to as Retro 1951, is their slogan. They always use the phrase, life's too short to carry an ugly pen, and I couldn't agree more. Sometimes they also say, we make them like we used to, or like they used to. And once again, I couldn't agree more. That's it for now, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon. And please, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe and the like buttons. Thank you once again, and see you in the next video.